Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now listen, before you click off the video, because I know it's 2025 and our attention spans, if you get 10 seconds out of somebody when it comes to listening to you, you're doing something, okay? I need my people to know, I need the guys to know why we're here, right? I need y'all to know why we're here. I'm here to represent the OGs, right? And when I say represent the OGs, I don't mean that like the old man saying, get off my lawn. I mean it more like the OGs were there, right? The OGs were there. When I say the OGs were there, this is what I mean, right? We're going to get into the football. We're going to get into the CFB 26 and the Madden 26. Trust me, all right? But I need to frame my channel first, right? I need the guys, if you're going to subscribe to my channel, right? Because yes, please subscribe, you know, all of that, smash the like button, all that stuff that the folk be saying, right? I do need you to do that, but I also want to earn it, right? Here's the deal. This is a passion channel, right? I'm in the car business. You know, I work a lot of hours. I'm a sales manager at a Lexus dealership. So if you've ever worked in the car business, you can already imagine. This channel is going to be very podcasty, very conversational. I don't need to get into the X's and O's. You know why? Because for several years, I've been subscribing and listening to the guys that probably a lot of you all listen to and subscribe to as well. There are plenty of channels out there that break down the X's and O's, how to play Madden, how to play college football, these schemes, this playbook, this meta, this and da-da-da-da-da. That's cool, right? I just like to get on the sticks. You know what I mean? Who are the guys who are the guys who just like to get on the sticks? Don't get me wrong, we have strategy. Don't get me wrong, we go into a game, especially when you playing one of your homies for bragging rights. You go into it with an idea of what you want to do, what you want your style to be, how you're going to play this game with this particular team. Don't get it twisted. We ain't casuals. That's another thing too. That's another thing. How we define the word casual when it comes to this gaming space, specifically sports gaming, right? Where my 9-to-5ers at? I guess by default, if you're not at the crib all day, you know, just on the game, you get a game in when you can, when you get off work, you might be playing on average a game or two a day if you really going in, right? I guess you would be defined as a casual, but are you? If you in an online dynasty or an online franchise, and maybe that's really the only mode you play for real because of the time aspect, does that make you a casual because you don't play as many hours as somebody who just plays MUT and cut all day, and that's 75, 80+% of their output? You know, I don't think that makes you a casual. You know, to me, I feel like we're like hardcore adjacent. Hardcore adjacent, meaning like we know all the schemes, we know all the little pre-play adjustments, all of that. We do it off of muscle memory. I could do a whole video on just the pre-snap adjustments that I make on defense that I don't even think about. Like I literally look at the screen, look at the alignment, and make my adjustments, and we doing all this within 3 to 4 seconds because dudes be out here quick snapping. I hate a quick snap. I can't stand a quick snapper. You quick snappers need to go somewhere. I digress. So I'm talking to the OGs because, again, we were there. So when you see the video, like the soft drink video, I mean, I don't watch every, shouts to soft drink. I like him because he's balanced, right? He holds EA accountable, but he's balanced. He'll give them props where necessary. He also highlights the best games of previous generations. And honestly, across the board, if you just go through and watch his videos, I think the meta, quote unquote, I'm doing the air quotes, the meta would agree with most of his takes when it comes to how the lore that comes with certain Madden titles. Obviously, 2K5 holds a place near and dear to most hardcore simulation heads. If you're a sim head, 2K5 is near and dear to your heart. I'll be 42 this month. Shouts to the OGs. Shouts to the OGs. Once again, I'll be 42. I've had every Madden since Madden 92. So that means from 91 through Madden 26 that I've already pre-ordered, I've owned every single one of them somehow, some way. Didn't always get them on release day. As a youngin', we ain't had much. I was gonna figure it out. It might have taken me a couple months, but I was gonna get my hands on that game, right? I've owned every college football game since Bill Walsh. That was 93. Okay, I've owned every single one of them. I've owned the duds. I've owned the crappy transitions into next generation. I've touched them all. Okay, so when I say that's not a shot to the young boys, I want to make that very clear. I'm not sitting here as the man saying, if you weren't there, you don't know. I'm not saying that. YouTube is a time machine, right? YouTube is truly a time machine. What YouTube allows us to do is take a step back and look into the old days and why do the old heads like me speak to these games with so much love and passion. But guess what? Even that doesn't do it justice. Being able to see it on YouTube, but you weren't there to hold a Sega Genesis controller in your hand. Even you emulators and PC guys who can, get the retro joint, it's still not the same. And I'm gonna tell you why, because you're not playing it on a fatback TV. Huh? Listen, if you didn't have to play these games on a fatback TV, I don't know what to tell you. It wasn't the same. If you didn't have that fat ass controller in your hand, that fat Sega Genesis controller in your hand with the A, B, and the C, and the start and select, and that was it. Up, down, left, right, no triggers. You weren't there. You see what I'm saying? So that's why when we speak to the word impact, this is what we mean by impact. See, because I take a game like, a lot of y'all are probably wrestling fans too. There's something about the intersection between video games and wrestling fans, right? Like, I think a big majority of us who play games also at least coming up with wrestling fans. So you know where I'm going with this. Most of us regard WWF No Mercy as the best wrestling game of all time. There's no doubt that 2K25 looks better, plays better, has more modes, way more realism. But what we're talking about is impact, because every time the new game releases, we got to have 176 patches for the game to get right, and it doesn't get all the way right until 4 months until the next one is coming out. That's what I mean. We're playing the game, having fun, but we're also banging our heads against the wall because of what frustrates us, right? We didn't have those issues back in the day. There was a level of purity, right? So impact-wise, No Mercy, the reason why it's so close to our hearts is because of what we felt when we were there in real time. The reason why NFL 2K5 so near and dear to our hearts, if I asked all the OGs how it felt the first time you cranked up NFL 2K5 and you watched that intro, and then you watched the before drone shots, it was probably a blimp shot of the stadium coming in with two fictional announcers who were more lit than any announcers we probably had to date. Peter O'Keefe and what was the other one's name? Y'all know. Shouts to them boys. Peter O'Keefe and the other one, the color guy. It was awesome. The immersion, the lore, the feel of Sunday, right? That's why I'm here. I wanna be able to speak to both the new game, what makes that fun factor so crazy. Most of us played college football 25. Most of us who played, if you're like me, you put more hours into that game than you probably put in any Madden game prior, maybe ever, if not in a very long time. Is it just me? Like, I put in 900 hours and I feel like that's light work compared to what I'm seeing online. These dudes done play 2, 3, 4 times as much. I'm like, damn, do y'all work? Oh my goodness. Right? So we played a lot of that game. So it can't be denied that there's a fun factor there. That we know. What we don't know is how did they capture it? Because yes, there was a laundry list of issues, right? So it was beyond nostalgia because I never got burned out from the game. If it was just nostalgia, I would have been burnt out months ago. Hell, I'm still going hard in my dynasty, both online and offline, in the game dropping in 6 days. Oh, that felt good to say. 6 days, y'all. 6 days we will be playing college at the time of this recording. I'm gonna try to get this out today. But in 6 days at the time of this recording, we will be playing college football 26. And I'm not trying to glaze the game, y'all. This thing, I watched that game play. These Bordeaux and Ryan and Kirkpatrick, they didn't know what they were doing. Okay, they just looked like they didn't know what they were doing. Okay, chalk it up to that. The game looks dope, bruh. And for everybody saying looks like 25, it's football, y'all. What kind of leap y'all think we finna take from we're in the same generation from one year to the next when you're looking at it on your phone? How much of a leap do you think we're gonna have, y'all? Y'all gotta stop that one. The player models look good. They finally did something with the flat jackets, look a lot better. I saw more animations. The tackling system looks great. I can't wait to get into the details, y'all, but I wanted this video to be an introduction to me. Some of y'all have been subscribed since last year when I really tried to get this thing going with the hype of 25, and I've been posting a lot of my live content, all of my online dynasty games. Y'all can go see those, but I'm trying to get back to making content, right? And I'm hyped up. I think between college football 26 and Madden 26, I think this is going to be the best summer of football gaming we've had in over a decade. I'm putting my neck out on the line right now, and I'm saying that, and I will be backing it up with more videos in the future. So do me a solid, subscribe to the channel, because man, if you've made it this far, what I know is that somehow I've captured your attention. So subscribe to me. We're gonna be talking about a lot of stuff. My videos are gonna be different. Again, very podcasty, very conversational, very minimal in terms of all the background video and all that. I just wanna holler at my people who love to come home from work and just throw the game on, kick your feet up on your coffee table, your ottoman, whatever, got your kid running in the background, whatever the case may be, and you just like playing the game. All right, shouts to y'all. I'm very excited. I can't wait to get into the grind of talking in more detail. But again, just an intro. I want y'all to be great. I'm actually on my way to work. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Hayes Gang, we out. Man Cave Gaming, only one VZ. Let's get it.